Today, boys and girls, we're going to learn about animals that lay eggs. Hi, boys and girls. I want to read you a special book by Ruth Heller. Ruth Heller was a children's author and graphic artist known for her use of bright colors and details. She wrote many books about creatures, plants, patterns, and puzzles. My personal favorite are the ones that teach us about plants and animals. She also uses things like ellipses, rhyming words, and introduces new vocabulary throughout her books so that you can add them to your list of cool words. Many of her books have received awards and have been featured on a popular show called Reading Rainbow. You may know it. Here's my all-time favorite. Chickens aren't the only ones. I'm already wondering, chickens aren't the only ones what? Let's find out. This reminds me of the cover. Chickens aren't the only ones. What is that, boys and girls? An egg? Chickens lay the eggs you buy. The eggs you boil or fry, or, notice the ellipses. Those are the three dots that keep you wondering what's coming next. Dye, D-Y-E, that means to color the eggs. Or leave alone so you can see what grew inside naturally. What grows inside of an egg naturally, boys and girls? That's right, a baby chick. Chickens aren't the only ones. This phrase keeps repeating itself. What do you think it's talking about? Chickens aren't the only ones that do what? Every bird, wild or tame, does the same. What do they all have in common? I think you're thinking of it. They all lay eggs. Very good. The ostrich lays the largest egg. Look how big that egg is, boys and girls. The hummingbird, the smallest. Can you find the smallest egg in the picture? Did you see it? It's right there. So tiny. Chickens aren't the only ones. Okay, wait a minute. If chickens aren't the only ones, what are we talking about here? We're talking about animals that lay eggs. Most snakes lay eggs, and lizards too, and crocodiles and turtles do. Boys and girls, notice something about this picture. Do these eggs look the same as chicken eggs? No, they're long and thin. Do these eggs look the same? No, they're big and more oval, and they have a tough skin. And look at the turtle eggs. They're almost exactly a sphere. And dinosaurs, who are extinct, but they were reptiles too. Did you know that dinosaurs came from eggs? Here's a dinosaur egg with a baby dinosaur coming out of it. Frogs and toads and salamanders lay eggs, and when they hatch, they're tadpoles that grow legs, who climb on a lily pad just like their mom and dad. They don't have claws or scaly skins. They are called amphibians. Notice this word is in all uppercase letters because Ruth Heller wants you to remember it. It's a new word to add to your vocabulary bank. Amphibians also lay eggs. Fish eggs float up to the surface or sink to the bottom of the ocean floor. Can you find the fish eggs? They don't look like chicken eggs or snake eggs or turtle eggs. They look like bubbles. They're just very translucent and they float around. Sometimes they go up to the top, Sometimes they go to the bottom. This mother seahorse lays her eggs into the father's pouch. He keeps them there until they hatch, and then he's through. I think that's nice of him, don't you? These fathers, too, are helping out by guarding eggs protected by this foamy mass that's floating by. And they won't leave until they're sure that all the eggs have hatched. So they swim around and they protect the eggs until they've hatched. This is the coolest page to me. These don't look like eggs to me, but they were laid in the sea. This one by a shark. This one by a ray is a mermaid's purse, they say. That doesn't look like an egg at all. So if you find one of those at the beach or that floats up on the shore, that's a shark or stingray's egg. The octopus is said to shed 100,000 eggs, and then she hangs them up in strings attached to rocks or caves. Look at all of those eggs that the octopus lays. The moon snail's eggs are mixed with sand to form this collar-looking band. I would not think that was an egg, would you, boys and girls? But it is. It's the moon snails. Spiders wrap their eggs in sacks. Snails, you know, are very slow, but they lay eggs that hatch and grow. And so do, we have to wait for it, that's an ellipses. Ruth Heller really likes to use those. Insects. Look at all those insects, boys and girls. All insects lay eggs. Insects who have 6 legs and lay many different kinds of eggs. This one, see that one? Will hatch into a hungry caterpillar who will grow and grow and grow and then climb up a stem and change into, what do you think? This, a chrysalis, and change again one summer morn. That's how, what do you think will happen after the caterpillar lays an egg and has a chrysalis? What does it become? I know you know. A butterfly is born. Animals with fur or hair who nurse their young and don't lay eggs are known as mammals or mammalia. But these are 2 exceptions, and they both live in Australia. These 2 animals lay eggs, but they're considered to be mammals. The spiny anteater and the duckbill platypus. Isn't that neat? There's always some exceptions. Chickens aren't the only ones. There's no more to discuss. Everyone who lays an egg is oviparous. So that's important. She put it in all uppercase letters, and that's what she wanted us to learn, was the animals that lay eggs are called oviparous. Can you say it with me? Oviparous. That's a big word. Add it to your word bank. Animals who don't lay eggs have babies born alive and well, but that's another tale to tell. And I'll bet you Ruth Heller has a book about mammals. Thank you for joining me, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the book called Chickens Aren't the Only Ones by Ruth Heller.